Hey y'all, Rob at Z Motorsports. Look, I actually made it into one of my videos. Lower.
Hey y'all, it's Rob at Z Motorsports.
You could move the camera. See, as you get new cameramen in here. Hey guys. Well, today what we're going to do, I'm just going to leave that in there. What the hell? Heck. I said heck, not the other word. It's time to do belts. So we're going to do a how-to on how to change the belts on your Eclipse. So first thing you're going to do is the easiest way to get into these is in through the fender well. So we're going to jack the car up, put it on jack stands, take the tires off, and start getting in there and get this thing done. Alright, well, we got the wheel off, got it, like I said, up on the jack stand. Now, the belts are up behind here. So you'll need to take this panel loose. Because of the way everything's located, well, first off, there's one bolt here I've already got out, okay? It's actually going to be easier if y'all remove this skid plate here, okay? There are some screws and plastic pieces that sit in there, and then there's also 2 Phillips screws there. So take those loose. Sorry, I'm trying to do this in one hand, and just drop it down to where you can get it slid out of the way. Now, this piece that was right here, okay, I mentioned there's that one bolt back up there. There's another one. Well, I'm not going to be able to show it to you, but it's straight up above here, okay, all the way up where this actually is bolted to the frame. This one and the one in the back are 12mm, okay, so just get you a long extension and take those out of the way. So let me finish getting that out of the way here for us. Alright, so we got those panels loose. For ease of viewing, this front little panel here I took loose, and I'll be flipping it up out of the way. It's more just for making it easier for me to video this stuff for y'all. So you really don't have to take that out. So anyways, sorry, I'm kind of laying down and doing this all freehand here. When you get in the car, anytime you do anything on the car, look around and see if there's anything else that might need to be worked on, or, you know, as long as you're here, take a look. Now in my case, first thing I spotted was all that pile of grease up there. See that all collected right here? Well, if you look at the boot on my axle, it's broke. So there's a couple ways you can take care of that. You can get replacement boots. I've actually got a new set of axles sitting here, and I was already planning on replacing those. I am not doing them for this video, but in the future you'll see me go ahead. I've got new axles for both sides, so we'll get them replaced. So anyways, there's on my car, there's a couple of belts. I've got the 06 GT with AC, all the bells and whistles. Anyways, there's the main V belt, and then there's a secondary smaller belt in the back. So first let's work on the one in the front, since it's on the outside. This is your take up or your tension pulley right here, okay? The way this works is you've got 2 bolts that are related to it. Let me see if I can spin the light. There we go. There's 2 bolts that relate to this. The one on the pulley itself, and then this one here. This one actually adjusts the position of the pulley. So as you tighten it, it pulls the pulley towards it, and as you loosen it, it pushes the pulley away. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to loosen this one up, okay? Because once you get your tension set, you snug this down, and that holds it where it's at. This one's just for movement. So loosen the pulley bolt here. And then what you can do is take this one and push your pulley up, okay, and that will put slack in your belt to remove it. So you'll need a long, I found you're going to need a long 3/8 to get up into this one. Oh, both of these are 14mm. So let me get that belt off and show you what it looks like. Alright, we got the old belt off. You can see it's kind of slick on the outside. Okay, this one was a, what was this? This was, I don't know, it was made by somebody. So, who knows. But the way to check to see if it's wore out is, I don't know if you can see, but it's starting to get some cracking. Not a lot, but a little bit. So you want to make sure that the belt that you're putting in is the right size. So take your new belt, okay, and just grab it, hold it between your thumbs, grab the new belt and do the same thing, okay. And other than the fact this one has some bends in it from being in the box, okay, check to make sure that the tension on that you're still got basically the same belt, okay. I've got a little more slack in this one, which is fine because it's stretched a little bit. But if you pull these things out, and if all of a sudden, you know, you've got a difference like that, okay, and the other end's lined up, then your new belt's not the right one, okay, whether it happens to be shorter this way or this way. You know, always check your belt before you go to put it in. Save you a little bit of time. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and work on taking the other belt out. All right, now we're going to work on the power steering belt. Again, this is your tensioner pulley on this one. It has the same setup basically as the front. It's got a tightening bolt to stop your movement. And let me get the socket here. Right there is the 12mm bolt, or I'm sorry, 14mm bolt to loosen, to move the pulley in and out. So loosen the bolt here, the nut, and you don't have to loosen these a lot, turn and a half, 2 turns maximum, okay. And then just unscrewing the adjuster bolt will move this away from the belt, and once you've done that, you'll notice you're getting a lot more slop, so you can take just slide your belt off. See if I can do this one-handed in there. There we go. So just slide it off and take it off the pulleys, and there you go. So let's take a look at this one compared to the other one. Alright, so that's the one we took off. This is our new one. Let's see if they gave us the right one. And hey, wonders never cease. They gave us the right one. Oh, by the way, both the belts I'm putting in are gates, okay. So this belt, you can definitely see, where's my flashlight? You can definitely see this one's getting issues, okay? So this one was definitely ready. It was ready to be changed, getting a little slick on the outer end, where when you compare it with the new belt, okay, so there you go. To put these in is just the reverse order. You put your belt on, then what you'll do is you'll start taking up some tension, and I'll go through and I'll give you all the specs as I'm putting these in and tensioning them up. So let's get this one back on, or this one on, and I'll show you how to get that one tensioned up. Alright, so I've got the back belt on. So before I put this front one on, I just wanted to show you, if you'll look, remember this was your tensioning bolt here. You'll see how this whole pulley can slide up and down, okay. So as you tighten this up, it's going to pull it this way, which will tighten your belt. So once you've got your belt set in place, get it slid on, make sure it's on all the pulleys, that it's not off like this, okay. Get it set on all the pulleys, and as soon as I find all the right tools and how they all plug together here, just start tightening this up, okay. Basically it's just like you're screwing it in, okay. You can actually run it by hand, you can run it by wrench, you can get it almost to the tension you need it just by hand, okay. And as you're running it, make sure that you stay all the way pushed back against, there's a stop on the back of this tensioner pulley, pushed against that stop. Now it'll center somewhat on its own, but don't have it hanging way out to the front, For tension, you're going to be watching this location right here. What you're looking for is in the center, about 10 millimeters of slop. If you're not sure what 10 millimeters is, the easiest way is either grab yourself a 10 millimeter wrench or a 10 millimeter socket, and there's how much slop you want total. Okay, you don't want to come down 10 millimeters and up 10 millimeters. Okay, you want a total of about 10 millimeters, about that much slop. So we're just tightening this up. And what I'm doing is, as I'm pushing down, I'm looking for only want about 5 millimeters where I can push this down. Okay. And once you get it where you need it, now they make tensioner adjustments to measure the pounds per inch that you've got deflection here. But there's also the 5-10 millimeters, and that comes right out of the Mitsubishi shop manual. Okay, once you've got it to the right setting, then what we're going to do is we are going to tighten down our pulley. Okay, per the shop manual, you want that torqued down at 36 foot-pounds plus or minus 7. So I've got this set at 35. And this one doesn't click real loud, but pull it until it clicks. Don't pull it after that. Okay, now you've got plus or minus 7 on this, but I got mine set at 35. As soon as it clicks, like I say, this one doesn't click real loud, you're done. Now, they also mention that your tensioner bolt right here should be torqued down to about 5 foot-pounds. So basically what that's saying is once you get this locked down, give just about a quarter pull on this one here. Okay, that kind of locks everything in place. Okay, that way you don't have extra slop left on this one. And then always check your belt tension after that, because when you tighten this in, it's going to rock that pulley. Okay, so when you've got everything snug down, check your tension again. Okay, so I've got my back one set, I've got my front one set. That's the whole 9 yards. That's everything it takes. Now, putting all, you have to put all your covers back on, everything, start to finish, not counting what it takes me to video all this. This is only about a 30-minute job, y'all. Okay, and these belts are relatively cheap. So I got mine from rockauto.com. A little plug there. Rockauto.com is where if I don't need something right now, that's where I order all my pieces through. They've been real great. This is not a paid promotion, but they've been real great that if I've bought something and I ordered the wrong piece, I send it back to them, and as soon as they get it in their inventory, basically as soon as they receive it, the money is showed back up in my account. So their refund is really good. Okay, so now they don't refund shipping. I don't think it was. It's been a while since I've returned something, but basically you can get all your parts back. So and shipping is relatively cheap, so you'll save money really in the long run by using them. There are others out there. They're just the ones that I like. So anyways, 30 minutes. It doesn't take that much time. Don't let your belts get to where I let my alternator belt get. It was several months past where I should have changed it. There's no reason not to change these every year or two and at least check them. There are belt dressing materials out there that you can spray on or dip these in. I've never used them because belts are so cheap, so I thought, well, why try and get 5 or 10 years out of something when I can get 2 years out of it, throw it away, put a new one in, and I'm golden. So anyways, hope this helps y'all. I'll put a link down in the bottom of this to rockauto.com just because I really like them. All the specs, and there's a full write-up on this on Facebook on Mitsu Nation. You have to go to their files, but Chad was very good about getting all the manual stuff up there for us. So go to Mitsu Nation and you can find the specs for all this. But this is everything you need, guys. Hope this helps. Have a good day.